friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Jessie and I post new videos here on my channel every single week, taking you through my journey to budget and pay off debt. Today's video is going to be the cash envelope stuffing for the second paycheck in the month of August. You are looking at my paycheck to budget. I went through and set this video up with you guys in my week 2 budget setup video, which I posted on Wednesday, so make sure that you check that out if you missed it. During that video, I broke down all of our spending, and then I also took you guys to the cash envelope breakdown page, and we broke down the denominations we needed to do our cash envelope stuffing. I have that cash here, and we are going to get set up to stuff my cash envelopes as well as my sinking funds, which is my favorite part of my budget series here. So I'm going to get all of this cash laid out, and we're going to start stuffing these envelopes. Alright, so I'm going to put my planner off to the side so that I can reference it for the amounts. And I'm just going to start laying out this cash, getting it kind of organized and situated here. So we got 50s, we'll do 20s, and just make sure I have the right numbers here. 350s, should have 9 20s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Should have 8 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 5s. 1, 2, 3. And 5 1s. 4, 5. Perfect. Alexa, turn off the ceiling fan so that my money doesn't all blow away. Alright, so we have all of the cash laid out here. I'm going to grab my cash envelope wallet from my purse. This is a wallet that I picked up on Amazon. I'm still loving it. I've been using it for, I don't know exactly how long, maybe a month, a little bit over, and I'm absolutely loving it. It comes with all of the cash envelopes that you need. It actually comes with quite a few more than what I have in here, and it's been working out perfectly. So we're going to start out with stuffing these envelopes. The first category here on my cash breakdown is my husband's spending. He gets $40 and he gets 2 20s, so I'm going to pull that out and I'm going to set it aside for him. He'll just stick this right in his wallet, so he has been paid for the week. I'm just going to check that off. Next up is my spending. So I also get $40, and I'm going to be taking 2 10s and a 20. So we'll take 1, 2 10s, oops, and a 20, and that is going to go into my spending envelope here. And that is all of my spending money for the week. I can use my spending money on whatever it is that I want. So that's done. I'm zoomed in a little bit further than usual, so hopefully you guys can see. Okay, so my spending is done. Next is miscellaneous. We're going to do $50, and that is 2 20s and a 10. So we'll do 1, 2 20s and a 10, 20, 40, 50, and that will go into my miscellaneous envelope. which is here. All of my envelopes did start out empty, by the way. I didn't roll anything over this week. So that is miscellaneous. Check. Next up we have eating out, which is also 50, but we're going to do a 20, 2 10s, a 5, and 5 1s. I really like to break it down a lot. That way I have cash for tips and that sort of thing. So we're going to do a 20, 2 10s, a 5, and that should be all 5 1s. So let's just count this up and make sure. 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Perfect. And that's going to go into our eating out envelope. So that if we want to get takeout this week or have a family dinner together, we can do that. So we will go ahead and check that off. And the last of our cash envelopes is our gas cash envelope. We do $50 for that, and this week we are doing a 20 and 3 10s. So we'll do a 20, 1, 2, 3 10s. And that'll go into gas. So we can fill up our tanks. So that is it for what's going into my envelopes. So as you can see, all of my envelopes here have been stuffed. The only envelope that is empty is my 2 bank envelope. As we're going through the week and spending our cash, if I have to use my debit card for one of these categories, I will take the cash out of this envelope. For example, if it's something that I buy for myself. Say I spend $20 and I make a purchase through Amazon. Obviously I can't use my cash for that, so I will take the $20 out of my spending envelope then, and I'll put it in my 2 bank envelope, and that will get deposited back into the bank to cover that expense. That's how I handle cash envelopes. Sometimes you really fully intend to use cash for something, but you can't for whatever reason, and that is how I deal with that. So that's it for my cash envelopes that stay in my wallet. This will go back into my wallet, and I'm going to pull in my accordion folder where I keep my sinking funds, which is here. I purchased this from Amazon. I love it. I have a tab for each one of my sinking fund categories here. This stands up on its own. It's got a flat bottom. It's perfect for what I need it for. I really love it. So we're only filling a couple of sinking funds this week. This should go pretty darn quick, which kind of makes up for my budget setup video where I talked and talked and talked. Alright, so I'm going to set this off sort of to the side, a little bit off camera. Still got my cash here. Maybe move this over a bit. There we go. Alright, so the first of the sinking funds that we are going to fill this week is, oops, I gotta check off gas, I took care of that, is campground. We're gonna do $50 to our campground sinking fund, and we're just doing a 50 for that. So that makes it really easy. So I will go behind my campground tab here and pull out my fund. I have the cash that I have saved for this fund, as well as a little index card where I keep track of the money that's coming and going. This is the paycheck for August 11th. We are adding $50 this time. We had $622 in there previously. With this added 50, we're going to have 672. So I'm going to go ahead and add my $50. Slip it in with the other denominations. And I always like to count this up to make sure that I have what I think I'm supposed to have. I cannot tell you how many times I have caught a mistake or an error by doing this, so it's really important that I count this cash every week. So we have 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 50, 400, 50, 500, 50, 70, 90, 610, 630, 650, 660, 65, 70, 71, 72. That means I have the full $672 that I'm supposed to have. This campground fund needs to be at $1,300 by October. So I am only about halfway there. I think I really need to start amping up my savings and my campground envelope. So you guys will probably see next week this campground fund being funded for a little bit more than usual. I got a late start to saving for our campground because we had other priorities, so I'm going to have to boost this a little bit so that we can make sure that by October, actually it might be November, I need to look into that and double check, but either way I want to make sure I have the full $1,300 that we need. I think it's $1,300, might be $1,350. Again, I need to double check that, but definitely going to have to amp this up. So this is going to go back behind our campground tab. We'll go ahead and check that off. We took care of that. Next we have home insurance. So home insurance we just paid last month, I think. So we don't have very much in this fund right now. We currently have $70. We had just paid $700 back in July. So we're starting to build this up again for next year when we have to pay this. And so we are going to add $75 today. We had $70. So this should mean we have $145 in here. So we're going to add a 50, a 20, and a 5. That's 75. And let's count this up. So we have 50, 100, 20, 40, 5. And we will just slowly build that up so that July of next year, when we have another $700 due, we are able to pay that. We don't have to pull that $700 out of our weekly budget. That's what I love about sinking funds. It allows you to prepare for the future. All right, that goes back behind the home insurance tab. We'll go ahead and check that off. My money is all helter-skelter here. Next up, we have Christmas. For Christmas this week, we are saving $25. That's a 20 and a 5. So I'm going to go behind my Christmas tab and pull that out. I keep my Christmas fund in this envelope from the Budget Mom. It was a printable that came with her 2020 Savings Challenge course, and I just really liked it, so I use it. We currently have $755 in our Christmas fund. It's our goal to reach 1,000 by November, so we are on track with that. We are adding, like I said, $25 today. So that should mean then that we have $780, if my math is accurate. 6, 7, 8, should be. So we're going to add a 20 and a 5. And slip the 5 with the 5s and the 20 with the 20s. And then we'll go ahead and count this up as well. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So I'm $5 short. What did I do? Maybe I miscounted. Looks like maybe I had some 5s stuck together. Let's try that again. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, $780, just as anticipated. So that'll go back in the envelope, back behind the Christmas tab, and we will move on to our last category, which is extra savings. So I decided to put aside $50 this week in extra savings. I'm going to use my Savopoly fund. Savopoly is a savings challenge that I have been doing. I'll show you guys the board in case you're new here. I use this fun printable that I found on, is it Mother, Me, and I, or Me, Mother, and I? I have it linked down below. And if I can find it, I'll show it to you guys. Here it is. It looks like a Monopoly board. You roll a dice, you go around the board, and the property that you land on correlates with the savings that you save that week. I've decided to take a little bit of a break from Savopoly. Just, I feel like I need to be saving a little bit more than some of these categories. You know, some of these categories are only $1, $9, and I want to focus a little bit more on my extra savings, so I decided to just save $50 this week, but I am going to continue to use this Savopoly fund till I get a chance to just change this to savings. So on August 11th, we're going to add $50. I currently have $49 in there. We did have to use some recently, so we're going to build it back up. So we're going to add 50 to the 49, so we should have $99 then in here. And if I had realized that, I probably would have saved 51 to make it an even 100, but I didn't, so that's fine. So let's go ahead and add this, or count this up. 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, $99 in savings. And this is just extra savings that I can use for whatever it is that I want. I don't have a specific savings goal in mind in terms of how much I want to save, nor do I have a specific thing that I'm saving for. It's just saving for a rainy day. So that's going to go back behind Savopoly. And that is going to do it for my cash envelopes this week. It went really quick, kept it really simple. The thing that I have learned throughout my budget journey so far is that the simpler that you can make your budgets, the better off you are. Much easier to make a mistake if you're overcomplicating things. So I like to keep it simple. So that's it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe. You got more budget and lifestyle content coming your way if you do. So I'd love to have you back. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!